Celebrities, they're not like you and me. A lot of them have extremely strange backgrounds. So who is the wheel of weird celebrity backgrounds going to pick for us today? There's a lot to choose from. Joaquin Phoenix. This is an interesting one. This is going to be a 2-for-1 special. We got Joaquin Phoenix and River Phoenix. They were born into the Children of God cult. Oh, I'm sorry. It's just widely considered a cult. His parents were missionaries inside this group and they traveled around throughout their childhood. And you can look deeper into that cult, but it's pretty wild. Now, his parents left that group when the cult became more extreme. And after leaving the cult, they all changed their names, including their last name. And the Phoenix children went from one cult to another. Oh, sorry, from a cult to Hollywood. They were discovered by a Hollywood agent. They were all quickly placed in TV commercials and became heavily involved in the industry. They literally went from living in a cult in Venezuela to nearly all of the children becoming actors. How does that happen? And you really can't talk about Joaquin Phoenix without talking about River. And River Phoenix's death is weird to say the least. So the official timeline is that they were at a club, he took a speedball, he went outside, he collapsed, Joaquin called 911, and that was it. But eyewitnesses, friends, people in the club all have differing timelines and stories. It's conflicting whether he collapsed inside or outside the club, whether he walked out or was carried. Every witness gives a completely different story, which of course is suspicious. And the speedball story does not make any sense to a lot of people either. According to a lot of people, he was not a heavy drug user. He was vegan and health obsessed. He was very vocal about being drug-free and I guess was like the clean friend in his circle. Friends say he occasionally would experiment, but not with anything this heavy. Now, the club that this happened at was the Viper Room, which ironically was owned by Johnny Depp, who also happens to be on the Wheel of Weird. Now, there are eyewitnesses that say that River collapsed in the club and then was dragged out so that the club wouldn't have bad press. And staff were overheard saying, "Don't call an ambulance yet." They wanted him moved outside. A lot of people say that Joaquin Phoenix's 911 call was strange, but I don't take a lot of stock in 911 calls. The Viper Room was like the coolest hangout ever for industry people. And the second that River collapsed, they all fled. They were partying with him. They witnessed his collapse. They could have provided a little clarity, but they instead just left. And all their names were quietly scrubbed from early press accounts. I'm sure they were just trying to do damage control, but it's weird. Now, this is a detail that's just kind of whispered about, but supposedly River told his friends that he was feeling like he had been poisoned, and then he collapsed shortly after. The overall vibe of River's death is just strange. The whole PR quickly managing it, all of the contradictory statements from everyone, all the famous people that were surrounding the whole situation that then refused to talk, and the whole drug narrative that did not match his known behavior. Now, this is just a small snippet of Joaquin and River's lives because they kind of had a lot going on. What are your thoughts on this?